And he's got a driver's license.
Yeah, he's got a
right?
driving license, yeah.
From garage to fish warehouse?
Fish warehouse. People, what I say, like other fishes, they need care. For discus, I would say they need love.
Yeah.
So one of the most expensive here, one is the tiger moray eel, going for 250. People even call it like a vegetarian piranha in here.
What's going on, Fritz fam? We are at yet another Australian fish shop, and this
my
one's kind of hidden. You wouldn't be able to see it. There is a sign way up there. It is Roxy Aquarium. It's been here for 3 years, and they specialize in monster fish, saltwater, pretty much everything across the spectrum. All right, Vicky.
How are you?
All right.
Nice.
So, Vicky,
Yeah.
you've been doing this for 3 years.
3 years,
right?
yeah.
Okay, wait. Now, this is the fastest transition from hobbyist to store owner. And he didn't just dip his toe into the professional side. He got this huge facility and jumped right in, and he's got all different types.
So basically, we started from like a garage, home garage.
Yeah.
And it was during COVID time. We didn't have nothing to do. Then we started like buying some goldfish, and then
Goldfish.
yeah, goldfish.
Started with goldfish.
Yeah, started with goldfish.
Yeah.
And then some nice goldfish, we used to sell them. And then we started getting like, okay, selling. And then we started like expanding more and more. We started buying tanks, like out of from a wholesale, and started selling from the home garage. And then it was selling more and more, and then started like got into breeding.
Okay, wait. All right, hold on. Goldfish
Yeah.
to making tanks.
Tanks, yeah.
Your own tanks.
Yeah.
To doing cichlids,
yeah.
breeding. And then?
And then sort of what happened, we started selling from our home garage. People used to come there, okay, like this is what we want. I used to get a good price.
And then?
And then we like bought a big warehouse store
And then?
opened up, and then we just did a registration and everything, and then started building up all these like aquariums slowly, and then after
And
3
then?
years, this is where we are.
No more and then, okay?
Yeah.
This place is massive, and you're doing all types of fish. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I just thought, okay, like some people, like, they get into goldfish, maybe they become a goldfish specialty.
Yeah.
You ran through that cycle in like 6 months, right? All right.
No regrets,
Okay.
you know, building customers, you know, they love it, you know.
The very first thing I want to talk about is Fred
Fred
Fisher.
the Fisher,
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Fred the Fisher, that's the name.
And he's got a driver's license,
He's got a
right?
driving license, yeah. He's a showstopper. Like first thing when he into the shop, he greets everyone in the front.
All right.
He loves to. The kids loves to play with him back and forth. The ladies, he gets lots of kisses.
I'm
you know.
excited about you too, all right? What's going on?
Designers tend to be a kissing booth.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's cool.
So you're going to give me a kiss?
Yeah, there you go.
So this is obviously a giant gourami.
Gourami, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he was born on Christmas.
That was just like a random guess, but yeah. Yeah. Around
Okay,
that time, yeah.
you're a Christmas fish. Okay.
Yeah, like, when we first bought him, we were like, oh, he's a big fish. And I thought I would just feed him some feeder goldfishes. And then I put him there. Next morning I come, like the feeder fish were on the one side, he was in the other side. Like he was not eating them. He's
Yeah.
really shy.
He's all bark and no bite?
No, yeah, all bark and no bite, yeah.
Yeah. So he wouldn't bite me?
He
if I put
wouldn't
my hand
bite
in
you,
there?
no.
I'm
He
so
loves
afraid.
to eat strawberries and banana.
Really?
Yeah,
Can I feed him a strawberry?
We don't have it at the moment.
Okay.
But one time I fed him banana, he made the mess out of the tank. He's like, they don't eat the whole thing. They just like, nibble at it, and the whole tank went disaster. But he
wow.
loves
Very
them.
cool.
You can do that.
But you do discus as
Yeah.
well.
Discus, yeah, all
Discus.
varieties of discus.
Some Congo tetras.
Some Congos, nice looking. Senegal Bashirs.
Yeah,
really
so it
nice.
is Bashir, right? It's
Bashir,
not
yeah.
biker.
Not bike. People say all sort of name birch, like this, that. So this
All right,
one here is a
So you can
cichlid,
breed cichlids. So
yeah.
is that when you started up breeding peacocks?
Yeah, not our breeding ones, but we used to something like this ones here. I started with like our OB marbles, which is like the colorful ones.
Yep.
Very popular, common.
There's the
like
OB marble.
Yeah, that's the one. There's a whole bunch of varieties in there.
Like the way that you escaped this. So you're going to escape?
Yeah,
You did this
yeah, we
yourself?
do. Yeah, so a lot of people gets fascinated with this one, this escape.
Yeah?
Yeah, very popular for like it's sort of cichlid, Texas, Holy Rock, like a black sand.
Yeah,
Gives that like a
that's where I'm from. Texas.
It's Texas,
So I'm from Dallas, Texas. All right, let's keep
Let's
on
keep working,
moving.
yeah.
You have a ton of stock
Yeah.
of like bonsai, tree wood. You have, what type of wood is this?
This is this, what is this? Sometimes an Indonesian one as well, but this one here is teeny ramus wood. That's what
Okay.
they're called.
and how does the wood move for you? Pretty good?
Pretty good. Like especially in Melbourne, we have lots of like the hobbyists, aquarium design. They something like this one here, the and bonsai trees,
Yeah.
and they move pretty well.
This is a nice selection, but you have just these giant tanks, and
Yeah.
it's really cool that these are your cell tanks. Is it hard to catch all the fish over here?
No, not really. It's all right. It's easy.
Yeah?
So it's like the ones we keep here, the cells are the most because they just in the front and then along the way where people can see them as well.
So you got
all the yellow, like the blue color attracts people.
So this is the pacu, or
This one's a silver dollar. So
Silver dollar,
people
okay.
even call it like a vegetarian piranha in here. Piranha is
That's
not.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one to say.
Piranha
'Cause
is
it looks
illegal
like
in
a
Australia.
piranha,
Yeah, it looks like piranha. Yes.
but it's a vegetarian. So he's nice. But if you put some plants in there, he's going to wreck shop on them.
Yeah.
Which one is this? Is the
this
fire
one is
peacock?
albino, red fire peacocks.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah.
Have you
Really
seen
like
those
the
in the
eye.
States? The fire peacock?
I like the eye.
I haven't seen them.
They're really.
Tell me
really
what you know
popular.
about them. Can you breed them?
No, we didn't breed them. This one's all from suppliers.
Those are the ones that you should breed.
I know. Yeah. In the start, we did not know anything about fish or aquarium when we started.
Yeah.
We just sort of like learning by doing process.
Wow.
These are the Oranda rose tail and Oranda pandas in here.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And how do you take care of these goldfish? What would you feed these goldfish? If you had somebody interested in goldfish, what would you suggest that they do to take care of them?
Yeah, it's really nice and easy. Usually I recommend to a lot of people that they're like a beginner fish in here. Really easy to look after, like, decent filtration. They don't need heaters, just cold water is fine.
Most people don't understand how deep the goldfish hobby goes.
Yeah,
People are
true.
very extreme about it, and they get very, very expensive.
They're
It's,
good, yeah.
45 Australian, that's about 90 to 100
Sure.
US.
Uh-huh.
Terry, on that discus, now you do have to have a fair amount of knowledge of discus to be
Yep.
able to keep them, especially looking this good.
Yeah. If I have to explain to people what I say, like other fishes, they need care. For discus, I would say they need love. When I say that, like they need more care, more attention and stuff.
Right.
A little bit more like sensitive when it comes to water quality and stuff. So that's why your tank has to be a little bit more matured before you put discus in there. The big ones are more, always I recommend people to go with the big ones because the small ones, they're more fragile and then they're like more adults will be more easier to keep them alive and stuff,
So you do recommend that if it is their first time keeping discus, a larger aquarium, it's been, it's been prepared for quite some time.
Exactly, yeah. Cycle
and-
through properly, and then there's also a lot of the vegetation. Like if you got some planted tanks and stuff with the soil, natural aquascape, it's pretty good for them too.
You're going to go with a lower than 7 pH probably. It's 6.7
there's
pH.
neutral pH, 6 to 6.5 to 7. Temperature-wise, a little bit on the high side, around 28-ish.
You make it sound so easy. For someone so new to the hobby, keeping such healthy discus, not one of them doesn't look healthy. Is your secret your supplier, or is your secret the way you take care of them?
The way we take care, the feeding, like especially the feeding as well.
Well, those are absolutely beautiful. Do you know the different types that you have in there? Can you point them out
Yep.
for the Fritz fam?
Yeah, so these ones are the cobalt blue discus. Those ones there we have the pigeon, pigeon discus. And this one here we have blue turquoise.
Very nice.
The big ones here, very high body, high fin. Yeah.
Very beautiful. And so about $320 Australian,
size,
so about $250 US. Why Roxy Aquarium? Who's Roxy?
That's a good question. Roxy, actually, we are based, when we started, our garage was based in Roxburgh Park. And that's when the Roxy started from, Roxy.
Yeah. I love how you have all the planted tanks down here at the bottom because it just kind of, looks like the theme. You got your fish up top
Yeah,
and your
plants
plants and
and stuff.
substrate at bottom. What are these tile tanks? They've got like tiles on the bottom.
Yeah,
Is this like kind of the design
just
of it?
over here, yeah, the design. We import our own tanks, so we have a little bit more flexibility on like what sort of we can get.
So are these the ones that you're importing?
Yep. Usually when you have a tank like this big and then the filtration like is a subset of going on over here,
Yeah.
the tank won't be as dirty compared to your normal like canister filter. We recommend this. These are our best selling ones, some setups.
This one you have just a little bit of everything. So
A
you've
little
got
bit, yeah.
some cichlids, some clown loaches.
And we put an no for sale tag as well. That's the reason why, because in here we put all the big cichlids. A lot of people, when we sell cichlids, you'll see it later on in the racks. We get them as like a juveniles or like they are not fully grown to their stage where they can show up their color. So where in here people can see how they're going to turn up when they grow bigger.
Okay.
So that's the reason why we try to not to sell out of the display tank and just for a display for people to see.
Okay, very nice. And then you even have some catfish here as well.
Yeah, pictus catfish. There's one, because hopefully there's some salmon tails, but I don't think so. There's Mitis vitus. Yeah, there's a few catfish in there. Black lithobates, which is one of the pretty expensive and the rare one in there too.
Yeah, this one's awesome. So which one is this one called
That's
again?
called black lithobate cichlid.
Oh, wow. All right, now you've also got saltwater in here too.
So saltwater, yeah, we recently started. It hasn't been long. It's been about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, learning by doing. We're still learning on this one.
So you're kind of getting the fish slowing in, not
slow
moving
down
too
there.
fast. You've got a coral beauty here.
Coral beauty, yeah.
Some chromes.
Yeah.
Oh, the three-striped damsel.
Yeah.
That's the meanest fish out there, right?
Yep. It's
very
a stripey, some tangs. Blue tangs really popular. The shrimp, which is the coral banded, one of my favorite. The blue, red line
Clinger
shrimp.
shrimp, yep. Purple
Red line
firefish. Okay, and then
coming over here, this is our little pond setup for pond plants and stuff.
and some black moors in there.
Yeah, there's some black moors, long tail, butterfly tail that people call them. And this is probably one of our expensive sort of setup in here. This is all our L numbers, we call them.
These are your alpacas.
Yeah, all the exotic ones. So the
Oh, wow,
catfishes and
Evie.
flickers.
Look at this.
Bunch of L134s. in
Look
the
at
caves.
those. What's the coolest pleco you have in here?
My favorite one is L134, to be honest. Leopard frog pleco, that's what they call. A bit of an orangish and a stripy color.
Okay.
L201 is pretty cool as well. Snowball by the name of it, just next to that. Snowball, little dots on them. It's a long whiptail, just tiny of the whiptail in there.
Oh, you got a whiptail?
Yeah, whiptail in there.
And what's this one called?
That's a long-nosed whiptail.
Long-nosed whiptail. And is he fairly expensive or rare as well?
We've got him as $115.
$115? That's not bad.
Yeah.
And then these are also your rare betas.
Yes, some expensive, like top-of-the-line betas. It comes the American cichlid collection like display here.
Okay.
Where we have our like Americans like Oscars or our like
South American?
South Americans mainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vieja. We've got red bay snook. We got the peacock bass. Yeah.
Oh, you do have the peacock side.
Yeah, peacock's bass.
Those are awesome.
There's a super green Texas. That's also American.
This is where everybody's doing their shopping. You can get the smaller ones.
Yeah.
So those bigger tanks are mainly for the display, of how big they get.
Great.
Well, you do sell out of those.
We do sell out.
Except for the last one.
Except for the last one.
Okay. All right. And these are nice units. So tons of cichlids, tons of goldfish. Don't you want that? Let's take that one home. How much is that one?
That'll be $120.
Well, I only got 5 minutes left because they're making me leave. They're hungry.
And those up there, all mainly tropical, smaller tropical ones.
Wow, you do. You've got everything.
Yep.
Wow, you've done such a
this
good
one's
job.
one of the most expensive here. One is the tiger moray eel, going for $250.
So pretty much from garage to fish warehouse.
Fish warehouse. Yeah.
And then I like this setup here. It's a waterfall plant tank. I love that. Difficult to keep clean?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's fairly easy.
You have to scrub the front and the back.
And the back. Yeah, it's got a sum setup too, so it makes it a little bit more easy on the built side. But yeah,
I'm gonna give you these because I know that I'm gonna convince you to try out the Fritz line. So here's your T-shirt.
Thank you.
And here's your hat. So I know exactly what you wanted it to look like. And again, the rules are you have to wear that everywhere you go. You have to go home, wash it, and get the next day.
That's it.
Okay, cool. All right, deal?
Thank you so much.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Vicky is just on fire and growing very fast. Definitely check out his social media channels. Until then, snailed it.